My name is Patricia. I'm 27, and I've restarted this recording more times than I can count. Not because I don't know the words, but because speaking them aloud feels like stepping into a storm I cannot control. I used to think heartbreak was the most unbearable pain a person could endure until I lost my mother. Mom was pure light. Every morning, she hummed softly while making breakfast, her voice threading through the quiet house. Every night, she reminded me that no matter how heavy life feels, there is always room for laughter. When cancer took her, it didn't just take her body, it stole the warmth, the laughter, the heartbeat of our home. My father changed after that. Once strong, steady, the kind of man whose hands could fix anything, he became a shadow of himself. Those hands trembled, words stopped, meals went untouched. Most days, he would sit for hours in the living room, staring at the chair where she once read, as if willing her presence back into the room. I moved home because I couldn't bear the thought of him alone. I told myself I was there to help him heal, but deep down, I was hiding too. We didn't speak much. We didn't need to. Our grief filled the silence with quiet glances, untouched dinners, and steaming cups of coffee left to cool. Sometimes, I would catch him whispering to her photograph, lips moving with words only she could hear, and I would watch, helpless, feeling him fade a little more each day. Then one night, something shifted, not dramatically, no thunder or tears, just a subtle realignment of our worlds. We were watching one of Mom's favorite movies when the sobs escaped me before I could stop them. My father pulled me into his arms the way he did when I was a child, but this embrace felt heavier, lonelier, almost desperate. I could feel his heartbeat against my back and realized he wasn't comforting me. He was clinging to what remained, clinging to me. From that night on, we became inseparable, not in a romantic way, but in a way that blurred every boundary of what was healthy. We would stay up talking until the early hours, recounting memories of Mom, confessing how unbearably empty life felt. Sometimes, I found myself repeating the things she used to say, trying to fill that void in him, trying to become her echo if only to see a flicker of her smile on his face. But that smile began to haunt me. The harder I tried to help him heal, the more I felt myself slipping away. He began calling me by Mom's old nicknames without realizing it, asking me to stay close, seeking comfort that wasn't mine to give, and I didn't stop him, because in those moments, I felt seen again. I told myself it was love, but deep inside, I knew it was grief wearing the guise of love. One night, I woke to find him outside my door, clutching one of Mom's scarves. His eyes were hollow, distant. "I keep thinking she's still here," he whispered. "If I just reach far enough, I'll find her again." Then he looked at me, but it wasn't me he saw. It was her. And in that instant, I understood. We weren't healing each other. We were drowning together, slowly, silently. Since that night, I've tried to create distance, speaking less, leaving the house more, but every cough, every glance at her photograph, pulls me back into the weight of it all. I want to save him. I truly do, but I can't tell if staying close is salvation or destruction, and so I record this. Because I no longer trust my own thoughts. I cannot find the line between love and grief, comfort and dependence. All I know is that when the person who held your world together is gone, you cling to whatever remains of if it's the part of yourself that is already breaking, and maybe that is the most terrifying truth of all. Sometimes, what feels like love is nothing more than the echo of loss, refusing to let go.